Hey, it's Ross and Rayang, and today I'm going to give you some, I don't want to call them travel hacks or travel tips. They are just my top 10. Hey, let's go with the top 10 list. Ross's top 10 list for traveling. You'll like this. 10 minutes, 10 tips. If you guys would stop hitting me, look at this. The dogs just won't leave me alone. Number one on my list, get yourself the aisle seat if you can. The reason being, if you need to go to the restroom, it's easy to get up. You don't have to climb over anybody. Sure, somebody may have to climb over you, but having that aisle seat to get out easy when you want to stretch your legs, it's so much easier to do. It's also, if you put yourself on an angle, instead of sitting at 90 degrees, maybe you sit at 86 degrees, 85 degrees, you actually can get more leg room by putting your feet out into the aisle. Sure, somebody may trip or the cart may bump you, but if you're a tall person, you can get that extra space for a short time. Me, I'm a short guy. I never really have a problem with stretching out my legs. That's tip number one, and that could save you a good night's sleep. If you're going to be traveling at night, which I definitely suggest you do, leave in the evening, late night, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30 at night. The reason for it, if you were flying from America all the way to Bangkok, maybe you got a layover in Taipei, or you got a layover in China, or you got a layover in Japan. By the time you get to Bangkok, it'll be the late afternoon, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Get out of the airport, clear customs, get to your hotel 4:30, 5 o'clock already in the evening. Go grab something to eat, drink a lot of water, go to bed. The next day, you will be refreshed and already be on Thailand time. It is a great way to cut out jet lag. And check this out. So the next tip for you, wear some loose fitting clothing. Loose shirts, loose pair of slacks. Because the airplane, you will expand on it. Wear some compression socks as well. It'll help your feet from getting swollen. You will have the urge to want to take off your shoes. Putting them back on, your feet will be swollen. So try to keep your shoes on, but keep them loose fitting. Really helpful for long flights. Also, a hoodie, usually a nice jacket that has a zipper is best. That way, if the plane gets really cold, because they can blast that air conditioner, you got your hoodie to cover over your head, keep you warm. If you start getting hot, you can take the hoodie off, you can unzip it, and you can maintain a nice comfort level the entire time. That's my best tip for the clothing you're going to wear. The next thing is, have a change of clothing in your bag. That way when you hit your layover city, wherever it is, if you want to, you can change. You've been sitting in those same clothing now for at least 15 hours, 16 hours already. You figure you put them on before you left your house, before you went to the airport. The few hours you waited at the airport, you're probably going to want to feel fresh. Even if you just want to change your underwear, you will feel fresher. Also pack in your bag a small packet thing of powder. It's so nice to get on the next plane feeling dry, cool, and refreshed. 5 hours before you're ready to travel, go do a workout at the gym or just go run around for 15 to 20 minutes. Try to get out that nervous energy that you may have. Go over. If you don't like exercise like me, go get a massage and just try to relax. It will help you when you're on that late night flight, that anxiousness, to be able to fall asleep. You will feel so much better being able to sit in that airplane and in 2 hours just pass out. My next tip for you is, while you're on the plane, make sure you've packed an eye mask for those annoying people who like to leave the light on during reading, even after they've fallen asleep. The eye mask will help keep you in the dark, which will help you to sleep easier. Also, noise-canceling headphones or noise-canceling earbuds will help block out the noise of the plane and that droning sound that's always in the background. When you're traveling, try to travel midweek, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Don't fly on the weekends. There will be less people on the plane and a higher probability that the middle seat may be empty and you can take over it. Or you may even have the whole row to yourself and you can stretch out across all 3 seats. I've done that now 3 or 4 different times where I literally have had the entire road to myself. Our last flight back from Dulles to Japan, we were sitting in Economy Plus, paid an additional $75 a seat for the Economy Plus, and Economy Plus was almost completely empty while Economy was packed. We got to, my wife, each had our own row to completely pass out in 14 hours. We both were just exhausted. And a little tip for you, even if you're not feeling any pain, take 2 Tylenol or some Advil or some Motrin or whatever pain pills you may have over the counter. It will help your back to be able to fall asleep while sitting in a chair or not in your own bed. Sort of a strange tip, if you have a 4-hour or more layover in another city, maybe even a 3-hour, if you can drop into the handicap bathroom, you can have the whole place to yourself. You literally can strip down and do a sink-style shower, wash yourself really good, powder yourself back up, and feel completely refreshed for that last 5 hours of flying. You will thank me for it. Trust me on that one. All right, one other tip. If you could bring your own felt blanket with you, bring it. Airplane blankets are kind of small, really staticky, and they're not always washed. So if you have your own blanket that smells like home, you can use it to keep you warm. You can use it as an extra cushion on your butt because sometimes the seats get hard. There are a lot of other uses for it. And they fold up really nicely. Those little felt ones they sell over at many discount stores. The 4 feet by 6 foot one is best. And they're fantastic. Something else you'll read about often is drinking alcohol while flying. It is not recommended to do because drinking dehydrates you, and one of the things that creates jet lag is dehydration. So while you may want the urge to drink because the alcohol is free, try to avoid it. Maybe 1 beer before you pass out or a glass of wine, and that should be it. Don't try to get drunk on the flight because it won't help you once you land. You will be actually more miserable. One other thing. Be considerate of the other people who are on the plane. You all are going to the same place. You all are going to arrive at the same time. You all will have to clear customs around the same time. And bum rushing people and being in a rush to grab your bags just to get off the plane faster is not going to get you out of the airport anytime sooner. That extra 30 seconds of just relaxing is the difference between being annoyed about everything and just going with the flow, being on vacation. So just relax. When it's your turn to get up, get up. There's no rush. Also, don't be that person standing in line blocking other people when boarding. You're trying to put your bag up. They just want to pass you. So let them pass you and then put your bags up. Don't be that person. Boy, that really annoys me. Hey, this has been Rouse and Rayong. Hope you enjoyed my travel tips, and maybe the next time you're on a flight, you'll think about it. The one I did not tell you about, and the one that I saved to the very end, is if you get a chance to have a layover in a city that you've never been, you know you can stay over there for a few days for no additional cost. So if you're flying out to Thailand maybe or Japan, strike that. If you're laying over in Japan, just leave the airport. Check your bags and go spend 2 or 3 days in Tokyo. See Tokyo. There's no additional cost to do it except for hotels. But if you're already going to be in a city, you don't have to make it a separate vacation to go to Japan. You're already there. Take advantage of that layover. I've done that a few times now and plan to do it a lot more once I learned that you can do it for free. So that is my last travel tip for you. Like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal.